Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. If you're Terence Crawford, you probably want to find your way back to old top-ranking Bob Arum into his office and say, "Take me back, sir." Because right now, it's just total chaos going on over there with PBC, Showtime, all the fighters on the stable. You know what I'm saying? Everyone right now doesn't know what direction they're going, and it's frustrating. We know Al Heyman is an educated man, a smart man. He's been around entertainment for a long time. He come into sports a long time ago and has managed to do great things. No matter what people say, he's managed to do great things, and I don't see it stopping. But for Terence Crawford, right now, he's at a full stop, and I don't think he likes that. And the more we learn about the situation, it kind of gives us a little bit of a peek behind the tent flaps on what the hell's going on and why he and Errol Spence aren't going to be fighting this year. Why Errol Spence looks to be calm, cool, and collective in all his photos. Like he's not stressing anything. Like he's in no rush to get back in shape or get back in the ring. Maybe because all along, you know, he had the inside scoop, not Terence Crawford, but Errol Spence, that the rematch between him and Crawford wouldn't be taking place till next year sometime because of this crap going on with Paramount. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Right now, I'm having a conversation with you because that's what we do on this channel. When we get to the facts, we'll talk the facts. But right now, it's just a conversation, right? With all the, I would say that the disarray and uncertainty with what's going to happen with the stable of fighters, the PBC fighters, right? Let me tell you something. All of the fighters, right? You tell me this, right? How would you manage your stable of fighters who have not fought, right? Who are dealing with inactivity, right? A couple years of inactivity for some of these fighters. Some by choice, others not by choice. Okay? How do you deal with that? How do you manage that problem? Let's say Al Heyman gets a new deal, which he will. Who do you decide who you're going to put out first to go fight? Are you going to be fair and look at, okay, I have 100 fighters here. Let me rack and stack them by inactivity. Okay, these first 10, these are the guys who've been out the ring the longest. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure they fight first on this new platform. Or are you going to sit back and do your rack and stack by popularity and say, okay, these are the first 10 fighters going out, my most popular fighters, because I know they're the ones that's going to go out there and make a good imprint, a good impression on our new streaming service. What do you do if you're in a management position? Because now you're talking about trying to balance morale with the mission. How do you balance morale with the mission? The morale of your fighters with the mission of making sure you make a good impression and that platform is happy with what you brought to them. Because it all boils down to money. But if you're a guy who's trying to balance morale with the mission, maybe you say, okay, these 10 who've been inactive, and these are my top 10 most popular, maybe you go 5 and 5. 5 are the guys who've been the most active with 5 of your guys who are the most popular. And you kind of mix it up, and that way people can understand, but they may not agree, but at least they understand. But when you have a situation where a person doesn't at least understand, oh, you've hit a wall. The ultimate goal is to make sure individuals understand what you're trying to do and they agree. That's when you've got it right. But at least come with the 70% solution. Hey, this is what we got to do. I know you don't like it, but this is what we're trying to do here, man. You know, help with some of the guys who are inactive, but we got to make a good impression. But we got y'all next time out. They'll be like, no, I understand this business, and yeah, you're right. We just can't come out here and flop. So yeah, we're going to put in some of these top fighters and then get some of the guys who've been inactive to get some money in their pocket. I don't really agree. I think I should be fighting too, but I understand. You see, that can work. And that's pretty much the point you reach most of the time when you're trying to enforce a decision that's not necessarily the most popular. But if you can birth understanding, then you're good. So I'm asking you, that's how I would do it. I would say, shit, well, 5 and 5. Boom, let's keep the party going. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. These promoters are not in the business to lose money. Networks are not in the business to lose money. Nobody likes to lose money. I've lost some money before. Quite a bit. Doesn't feel good. I've made a whole lot of money. And I've lost again and made back again. Let me tell you, it's not a good feeling. And I'm not talking about, the $100, $5,000. You know what I'm saying? And I can only imagine these dudes losing millions. It's not a good feeling. But for Terence Crawford, I wonder if he's sitting back saying to himself, damn, okay, I came over here and got the fight I wanted. Damn, man, maybe, why couldn't Top Rank just do this? Why did it have to come to this point? Why couldn't they just go ahead and make the fight? Like, why did it have to be so ugly and guys not be able to work amicably with each other? Why did it have to be so nasty? Because now Terence Crawford's in a situation where I'm telling you all, I predict he's not going to fight for a whole year. I just don't think that rematch with Earl Spence is going to happen. I think next year is going to be the worst year for Terence Crawford. I do. I really do. I don't think he and Earl Spence are going to fight. I don't think till the summer. And then after that, he's going to be out the ring the rest of the year. I think Terence Crawford will only fight once next year. And this rematch thing has got him by the balls. Now, he's got to do it. It's a contract. But this ties into old Tyson Fury and why he was so pissed off with having to fight Wilder a third time. Because he was supposed to be fighting Josh. Remember, him and AJ had agreed on a deal in Saudi. They put the money up. Kinahan Connection, Secret Society was at work. Right? I'm not making that up. That's a fact. Eddie Hearn had worked out everything with Kinahan and got the money up. That was a fact. That was happening. I'm not making that up. You go read about it. Now, take it with a grain of salt because, these articles, you just never know what the whole truth is. But that's out there, man. I'm not making that up. Now, that's a fact. That ain't the conversation. That's a goddamn fact. But now you understand why Tyson Fury is so pissed off. And he don't want to be tied, his hands tied to have no damn Usyk rematch. Can't blame him. I don't think it's because he thinks he's going to lose. I think because look at what's going on with Terence Crawford right now. This is not a top-ranked thing, a PBC thing. This is not the white man versus the black man, the Christian versus the Muslim, the cat versus the dog, grandma and grandpa. There ain't none of that bullshit. This is these dudes here who want to stay active, man. And now they can't because they got these damn, legal obligations to fulfill this contract that they signed. But it is what it is, UK versus America. It's none of that. Terence Crawford told Bob Arum, look, I'm gone. And Arum was more trying to do a fight-by-fight deal, a case, a work with him. Hey, he got to the point Arum ain't want nothing to do with him. Crawford bounced, handled business. Now I'm sure he's saying to himself, man, I could have been over there and we could have just kept the party going, but this man just made things complicated with my money. Now, look, I had to leave to make the money he should have just been giving me. And I don't disagree with Terence Crawford. But you can't tell me that this isn't a conversation that may have come up, especially if this man ends up being out the ring until July of next year. I told y'all in another video, people thought I was crazy because people out here, a handful, a concentric few, don't understand critical thinking and critical listening. But pay attention. You can see the writings on the wall that Terence Crawford is cooling off. Earl Spence is staying hot. He's going to stay hot because everybody knows him and they want to see what's going on with him. Earl Spence is he's just that guy, man. Like Gervonta Davis, they're just those guys, man. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, it's just like no matter what they do, they can't cool off. Canelo Alvarez can't cool off. Anthony Joshua can't cool off. But Terence Crawford can cool off. And he's cooling off. And it's not his fault. It's just how it is. And if by the time the summer come, if that's when he fights next, this man will be Andre 3000. When you say, how cold? How cold is cold? You say, ice cold. All right. Anyway, I'm cool, in the breeze. I'm sure Terence Crawford is looking at Bob Arum like, take me back, sir. Because he ain't signed up for all this drama. The man just wanted to get his fight, come undisputed, maybe have a rematch, fight a few other guys, 1, 2, maybe 3 fight deal with PBC, maybe they extend the contract, fight on Showtime, then boom, everything falls apart. They pull the rug underneath this man. What you expect him to do? What's Terence Crawford supposed to do? It sucks for him, I feel bad for this dude. I honestly do. But hopefully it all works out, and come January, they got the big fight lined up with him and Earl Spence. I don't think that's going to happen. Not after the holidays. You know Earl Spence going to eat a pork chop. You know Earl Spence going to eat a greasy hamburger. And that man Pops is West Indian. You know they're going to be out there, man. They're Jamaican. They ain't Trinidadians like me. They're going to be out there jerking up something and eating ackee. You know that? With their little okra and steaming fish. His mom from the South, so he's frying chicken too. So, you know, hey, don't sit there and talk about, oh, that's racist. Hey, get out of here. Everybody eat fried chicken. Everybody. I don't know one person who eat no fried chicken. I was in the military 25 years. Every goddamn race eats fried chicken. So get out of here with that bullshit. Anyway, shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Terence Crawford may be about that. Take me back, sir. The top ranking Bob Arum. Because his situation right now, it sucks. But I think it'll get better. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.